Jamaican ghost stories that will keep you up at night. Angels or aliens? Full story. In Brownstown, St. Anne, Jamaica, a little girl and her cousin was in bed one night when she saw something strange. The little girl and her cousin shared one bed, which was always under the window, and her auntie's bed was on the opposite side to the wall facing the windows. Above the window was one of those vent glass windows that you could lift if you needed more air, so the room was usually cool, especially at nights. One particular night, the little girl was up as usual because she never really slept much. Meanwhile, her cousin was fast asleep in the corner next to her. Her auntie wasn't home. The little girl lay on her back looking at the ceiling, wishing she could sleep. Suddenly, she saw a little light moving through the vents. It was slow, but it went and came back and continued. The little girl told herself that it was probably the neighbors, as they had a little outside light and their house was above, so she ignored it.
Follow Jamaican true stories.
Suddenly, a light, bright like stadium bulb, pushed its way through the glass vents and hit her auntie's bed. It was almost blinding, but it was so obvious. Her whole body felt stuck and she couldn't speak. She was in shock, but managed to shake her cousin awake. She pointed at the bed, and her cousin instantly squeezed herself in the wall while holding onto her for protection. The little girl was afraid, but for some reason, the fear wasn't of dread. It felt more like a surprise. As they watched the light, they noticed it got brighter and brighter until it eventually took the form of a stage light that had a round shape, but it was still connected to its end by the window. It moved as if it was searching for someone. It was moving around the room as if it needed to find someone or something. The little girls pushed themselves into the corner and kept very quiet. A few seconds later, it vanished as if it wasn't there. That's something they will never forget. When she told her granny and auntie, they laughed and said maybe it was an angel. To this day, the little girl, now turned big woman, question it. One would say it's aliens, but the light felt clean. It was of a very faint yellow-white light. She believes that it was an angel.
Like, follow, and share for more.